Hello friends, in this video we're going to learn how to replace frets or add new frets. If your Vihuela doesn't have frets and you need to put frets, or you need to redo your frets. Okay, so you can start with your razor blade. Carefully going to cut off. There you go. That removes one. That removes another one. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to do those two. Actually, we'll do three. We'll do all four. And there's another one. There's another one. Okay. You could do it with the strings on, but it is a lot more of a challenge. Okay. I'm going to try to do this indoors as well. That way there's no wind messing with your flame. So we're going to start off with our Vihuela string. Our first, the E string, the nylon. I'm going to cut it in half. Use a nail clipper, cut it in half. So here we have the string. Here we have the flame. Start with the flame high above it. Bring it down until you see it starts melting. That's it. You can see the little ball. And then we're going to burn it. We're going to start with the flame, bring it up, and then bring it down. There you go. Now you can see it formed a little ball. And it doesn't look burnt. We're going to let it dry up. Then we're going to turn it to the right, bring it under. So it's going to come around under, starting from the right, bring it under, and then you're going to bring it over and bring it through. You're going to close your little loop, make it nice and small, with a little burnt ball at the end. You want to leave the loop nice and small, so when you're pulling it through at the end, it doesn't come undone. Leave enough space for the string to come through. Okay. Alright, so with this Vihuela, with most Vihuelas, I like to start off over here closer to the head, closer to the nut, but you can tell that this one's actually fatter from here and skinnier here. So that's not going to work, so I'm going to have to start right on it. Okay. I'm going to leave this. We're going to leave the ball facing to the right, just how when we first made it. Keep it facing to the right. And leave it almost halfway, a little closer to me. Okay, so I'm going to leave it where the other grooves are. You're going to start, your first loop is going to go to the left. Your first wrap around is going to go to the left. Then you want to make sure you crisscross over your first wrap around. So your next wrap around can come from the right hand. And now it's going to go through the middle of the one with the loop and the first wrap. So the second wrap goes to the middle of them. And at the end, it's going to come. Make sure it's coming through the right hand side. There you go. Now we're going to put it through the loop we made. Bam. So we're going to pull this definitely want to make sure we don't pull too tight, because it'll just pop. Okay, so we're pulling, we can check over here. Let's see how tight it feels. Let's go a little more. It feels nice and tight. Feels good. Okay. So once again, I'm going to grab my nail clippers. I'm going to leave just a little bit of extra string. Not too much. So we can burn it at the end. Okay. So same thing. When you're burning at the end, you want the flame going down towards the string. Make a ball once again. If you leave too much string, that ball will be too fat. So there you go. Now if you do this indoors, that's recommended the most, so you don't have any uncontrolled wind variables messing with your flame as you're doing that. And again, if you noticed, I brought the flame down. You want to leave the wood below the flame so it does not burn the wood. It's nice and tight. There you go. Okay, so now we can go to our second fret. So with the string we had, we're going to burn it again. Make a nice little ball. We just want to melt it, so we don't want to burn it. Cool it down. Once again, bend it to the right and bend it down over. Then go over it so you can loop it through. Make your little loop. Nice and small so it doesn't get undone. Okay, so we keep that ball to the right. You put it right here. Okay. I'm gonna leave it closer to this other fret so I can just slide it over. Make it nice and tight. Okay, so remember, first one to the left, cross it over, has to cross over that first one. And you got your second one right there coming through the middle. Wrap it around. It's gonna go to the right. The last one is to the far right. And then it goes through the loop. We need it, we can do that. Pull it through. Okay. So I'm pulling it. Now I can tell that I pulled it and it went too far. It's not lined up with that one. Okay. So I'm gonna just pull the whole thing. There you go. Pull it. There you go. It's a little bit loose, so that's good. You stop there. Once again, we are gonna cut. Leave only a little bit of extra string. I'll show you about how much. That's a little too much. Okay, there you go. Just enough to make a little ball. Let's say you do it and you left too much string. Don't be afraid to just cut it off and start over. Nice and tight. Okay. It's nice and cool, nice and hard. Slide it over. You got a good fret. There you go. Okay, so we continue with our 3rd fret. Let's get another string. We're gonna get another string, cut it in half. Bring the flame down. We got a nice little ball. Blow on it, cool it down. Awesome. So we're gonna turn this to the right, loop it under. So it's going under. And we loop it through, over and through it. Tap closer this way. Remember, the first wrap around goes to the left, closer to the body. From then on, they're going to wrap around closer to the neck, to the head. So it's going to crisscross over. It's going to wrap around closer to the head. Now this one's going to go through the middle of the first wrap around and where the loop is. There it goes, there it goes. So we put this through the loop. Put it through the loop. Slide this back here. We're going to turn this back, slide it back, slide it back. We'll keep sliding it back. There, it's nice and tight. Remember, don't over tighten it, that way it doesn't break. Okay. So I'm gonna get the nail clippers again. Okay, got my nail clippers. Gonna cut a section of it off. Just leave a little extra section. That way we can burn it, turn it into a little ball. There it goes. Cool it down. There it is. You have it in. And we slide it over. As we slide it, it gets fatter. So the fret gets tighter, and there you can see it's nice and tight. This one's nice and tight. Okay. Now we go to the 4th fret. So we have the other half of the string we had. Get the lighter, bring it down. Okay. I don't really like how that ball came out, so let me cut it off. Blow on it, cool it down. Okay, turn it to the right, bring it under, bring it back over, loop it through. And there it is. Okay, so it's gonna go here, but we're gonna start it from over here. cross this over. Let's put it through the hole. There it is. Just make sure this stays where it goes. Okay, there we go. Don't want it too close so the fire doesn't catch the other one. And bring it, we'll bring it. It's nice and tight right there. Let's leave it there. Okay, clip it off. Bring the flame down to it. Okay, so we're going to slide it over. And there you go. Remember, I'm gonna make another video that shows you guys how to fine tune them. If you don't already know and you need a little bit of help. There we go. Just let this a bit this way. Okay. So they're pretty much where they go. We have to readjust after we put on the strings and tune up the strings. That's 4 of them. We'll stop here for the video. Hope this helps you. Thank you guys.